Deep, dark secrets about Golden Girls. From 1985 until 1992, the Starz series aired for 7 seasons. With the popular sitcom now on everyone's mind, here are 15 startling secrets from the production that celebrated Miami's most beloved senior citizens. But before we start, make sure to smash the like and subscribe button. Let's dig in. Number 15. Dorothy's divorce hit close to home for Bea Arthur. Dorothy's divorce from Stan Spornak was probably one of her biggest fears. Her head spun just thinking about him. Guess who's coming to the wedding? From the first season, Kate, Dorothy and Stan's daughter, announces her engagement. Dorothy would have to meet Stan at the wedding. She puts on a brave front and faces the dreadful day with the assistance of her mother, Sophia. Finally, she approaches Stan and scolds him. This scene was difficult for Bea Arthur, since she had a similar situation with her ex, Gene Saks. Number 14. The girls hated the mink episode. In the second season premiere, End of the Curse, the ladies breed minks to supplement their income. Fans are unaware of how much the actors hated the screenplay. The employees knew Betty White was an animal activist, but they had no idea Bea Arthur and Rue McClanahan were as well. Terry Grossman, the writer, supported them as much as he could, but the superb actors persisted. They had no desire to undertake stories with potentially damaging elements, such as animal breeding for business. Number 13. A familiar room. Ed Stephenson, the production designer, preferred modular sets since they could be reused with a few minor changes. As a result, the series made full use of the teak-paneled courthouse from the soap opera Soap. This set, dubbed the Classic Interior, was transformed into a waiting room, Mother Lode, a banquet hall, Love for Sale, a hair salon, Rites of Spring, a clothes store, Love Me Tender, and a restaurant, Rose Love Smiles. The set was leased out to other projects after the series, and its spin-off ended. Tony Thomas's favorite charity, St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, received 100% of the revenues. Number 12. Where's the oven? Some of the most exemplary sequences in the Golden Girls' entire run occurred in the kitchen. The kitchen was the center of the family, whether Rose was whipping up weird Scandinavian delights or Sophia was polishing one of her Sicilian specialties. And in a room where nothing but delectable dishes were served, it may come as a surprise that there was no oven, simply a cabinet with a piece of plywood for a door. Number 11. The best prop ever. Blanche was well known for her promiscuous lifestyle. Blanche also sent her surrogate family a one-of-a-kind Christmas present to symbolize her many sexual conquests. The ladies' holiday getaways in 'Twas the Night Before Christmas are postponed due to bad weather. However, before that, the Golden Girls exchanged handcrafted gifts rather than commercial ones. Mrs. Devereaux sent her friends a calendar titled The Men of Blanche's Boudoir. Every month, Blanche remembers a man who provided her special joy. In truth, the prop calendar included images of the male production crew, dressed up and posing in absurd clothing and positions. Number 10. Bea Arthur didn't like cheesecake. Dorothy has many sorrowful qualities, but she, like the other ladies in the home, appears to like cheesecake. That was not the case with the actress who played her. As has been publicized, Bea Arthur did not enjoy cheesecake, but since it was such an essential part of the women's routine and bonding, she acted to be for the camera. It is a credit to her acting abilities that she was able to persuade everyone that she liked a cuisine she didn't like in real life. Number 9. Betty White and Rue McClanahan were originally supposed to play different roles. Betty White has played a variety of iconic roles, but Rose Nylund is without a doubt her most well-known. However, when the program initially premiered, it appeared that she would portray Blanche, the man-hungry beauty, and Rue McClanahan would play the sassy Rose. Fortunately, the two chose to trade roles, since the series would not have had the exact flawless chemistry it eventually did. Number 8. Sophia was supposed to be a guest, not a main character. It's difficult to picture the Golden Girls without Sophia's smart one-liners.
Like me don't grow on trees.
Too bad, we could use the shade.
There aren't many occasions in the series when she doesn't have anything sarcastic to say about one of her roommates, including her own daughter. Some fans may be unaware that Estelle Getty was only meant to be a guest star on the program and not a key role. However, she was such a hit with the audience that she eventually took the position of Coco, the lesbian cook who only appears in the pilot episode. Number 7. Series creator Susan Harris actually had chronic fatigue syndrome. In many respects, the Golden Girls was ahead of its time, and one of its defining characteristics was a willingness to confront difficult problems. Dorothy's diagnosis of chronic fatigue syndrome is one of the most famous episodes, and the episode focuses on her efforts to be taken seriously by the medical system. Susan Harris, the series creator, had been diagnosed with the disease, so she was able to include many of her personal experiences in the plot. Number 6. Estelle Getty often suffered from stage fright. Estelle Getty, as confident Sophia appears on television, was not. Despite her ability to make this fiery old Sicilian appear to be in control of her own life, Getty suffered extreme stage fear. She was aware that she was performing alongside 3 ladies who were quite familiar with television traditions. Still, most of her experience was on the stage. Number 5. Rue McClanahan deliberately exaggerated her accent. Blanche, like so many of the other characters, has numerous distinguishing characteristics. In fact, it's difficult to picture her without her trademark exaggerated Southern accent, which she employs to great effect whenever possible. However, McClanahan was first asked to tone it down, and it wasn't until the 2nd season that she was advised to embrace her affectionation. Number 4. Elaine Stritch was originally supposed to play Dorothy. It's tough to envision anybody else playing these famous characters now that the series has been in the public mind for so long. However, it turns out that Bea Arthur was not the person the authors had in mind for Dorothy, the acerbic character. In fact, they wanted famed actress Elaine Stritch, famous to today's audiences for portraying Jack's mother on 30 Rock, to play the role. But her audition was such a disaster that they were forced to choose someone else. Number 3. The cast often had lunch together. As is so frequently the case in Hollywood, much has been written about Betty White and Bea Arthur's strained relationship. Though they had their disagreements, it is also true that Arthur liked that the group had their lunch together simultaneously. Regardless of how bothered she was by White's cheerfulness and habit of chatting to the studio audience, she plainly believed they needed to retain some form of relationship. Number 2. It was part of a shared universe. Given that The Golden Girls is regarded as one of the finest sitcoms of the 1980s, it's no surprise that it produced multiple spin-offs. The Golden Palace, Empty Nest, and Nurses were among them. In fact, the programs were all interconnected. They would occasionally have programming blocks in which the same occurrence would be presented to affect individuals in each of the numerous shows, including, most prominent, The Hurricane. Number 1. Bea Arthur grew tired of the jokes at Dorothy's expense. The Golden Girls has a lot of running gags. Many of these are pretty amusing, but it is also true that some of them were cruel, particularly the numerous jokes made about Dorothy, most of which were based on her physical appearance. While Bea Arthur's character was mostly able to give as good as she received when it came to such comments, the actress became tired of them and asked that the writers fix it or she would quit the series. Did you know any of these deep, dark secrets? Comment below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like, share, and subscribe button. Thanks for watching.